Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex and I'm constantly posting beauty related videos, so if you'd like to join my little family here on the internet, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also you might as well put the notification bell on while you're there, just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Welcome to Eyeshadow Palette Week Day 2. We have got a new release by Morphe. They've actually come out with 2 releases and I've bought one of them to test for you guys. It's definitely more different for me. I tend to go for like the more bright and colourful looks, but this palette is really cool toned and different, and that's why I wanted to test it for you. So if you haven't guessed already, and obviously you can tell by the title anyway, we are going to be trying the new Morphe 35C palette. Now, I didn't actually buy this as soon as it came out. I did buy it maybe like a week or so after it actually launched, just because I didn't really think that I needed it, because I do have a lot of eyeshadow palettes obviously, but when I started to see people get in person, I don't know, just sometimes palettes look so much different in real life compared to online, which I do find a lot. And this is definitely one of them. This palette is so pretty, and I can't wait to show you inside. So yeah, this is the Everyday Chic Artistry palette. This retails for £24, I believe. So this is what the packaging looks like. This is different to their other palettes. Usually they just have like Morphe in the middle, but they actually have the name of the palette at the front, which I really like, because usually you'd have to flip to the back to see the little like square sticker, but this actually has the name on the palette, so I think they should do that anyway. And then it has Morphe at the bottom, and it is in the more like plastic packaging. They did used to do their palettes in the cardboard packaging, which to be honest I preferred, but nevertheless you do get a name sheet in it, which I find so annoying. Like, please Morphe, just put the names on the palette. Like, I hate the plastic sheets. And this is what the palette looks like. So as you can see, it's very neutral, very cool toned, and there are a lot of shimmers in this palette, like a lot compared to mattes. And yeah, I just really like it. It's got really light cool tones, like transition shades, like pinky shades, but then it's also got this row of like deep shades, like deep greens, purples, browns, and yeah, and then as I said, it's got loads of shimmers, and then this middle shade here, don't know if you can tell, but that is actually a pressed glitter. So yeah, we're going to be playing with this today. I'm going to do some swatches, do an eye look, and then of course, as always, I'm going to review at the end. I think I've given you all of the information. The only other thing is like if they're cruelty free and vegan. I have googled it, and like on Morphe's website it does say that they're 100% vegan and cruelty free, but obviously there was that drama with the Jaclyn Hill palette, so I'm not sure if that's 100% true, so just do your own research. And yeah, I think we should dive into the first step, which is the swatches. So I'm just going to do what I normally do and just swatch them row by row and show you what they look like. I would do the live swatches again, but I feel like this video is going to be so much longer. Like yesterday's video was like 24 minutes long because the live swatches are so time consuming. So I'm just going to swatch row by row and we can see what the pigmentation's like. So these are the first 2 rows swatched. As you can see, they do swatch really nicely. The shades feel really creamy and soft. There are a few shades that look the same. For example, these 3 do look quite similar, to be honest, especially like these 2 look pretty identical. This one you can tell is a little bit more cool toned, but apart from that, shimmers are stunning. And this shade here is kind of a different formula to the other shimmers. They feel a bit more metallic-y and foily, and this feels like a normal shimmer. These are the next 2 rows, and as you can see, a lot more shimmers in these rows, and that is the glitter. It is like a rose gold shade. It is stunning. And these shades are quite pigmented actually. If you love shimmers, you're going to love this palette. I also absolutely love this green shade. It's like a duochrome, like brownie green. It is beautiful. And this is the last row. As you can see, really like deep grungy shades. It is stunning. There's like green, purple, and then like more of like really dark greys maybe. I don't know if they're quite black. I think they've both got like shimmer or like glitter in them, but yeah, this is the last row. So in terms of the swatches, the formula, like when you feel them with your fingers, they all feel like so like soft and creamy. They don't feel dry at all the shades are pretty pigmented, so I'm really impressed with the palette so far. Now it's time to actually put this palette on my eyes and we can see how it performs, so let's get started. Guess what, lads, we're going to do the exact same thing that we do in every single video, and we are going to prime our eyes with the P. Louise base. I should probably use a different primer and stop using the same one, but this is honestly such an amazing primer, and I'm going to keep on using it. I do like my other ones, like the ABH ones. The Be Perfect one's okay, just the colour's not like the best suited for me. But I keep going back to this one. And with the P. Louise base, I do always pat it in with my finger, just because where I have creasy eyelids, if I don't pat it in, I feel like it creases more on me. And to be honest, it does crease when I pat it in, but I feel like this just reduces the amount of creasiness on my very creasy eyelids. So yeah, I have creasy eyelids and creasy under eyes, so it's very fun. Okay, so I want to do a like really soft neutrally look. I don't want to do too heavy because I did a heavy look yesterday. So I think I'm going to do nice, soft, neutral, soft glam with beautiful shimmer. Let's do a halo eye because I always do cut creases, don't I? So let's do that. This brush is not stained, by the way. It's just where I've cleaned it and the blue has just like stained the brush. I think I'm going to start off with this shade up here, which is called Feeling Pretty. That's a cute name. And I'm going to start by tapping that off, and then I'm going to put that all in my crease. I'm just going to blend out the top edges slightly with this baby pink called Call Me Gorge. Let's see if that's going to work. Okay, so that shade worked really well to blend out the crease shade, but I have lost a bit of pigment. So I think I'm going to go in with this cool tone shade here called Getting Ready and see if that builds up the pigment more. That is very kickbacky, that shade. Damn. I'm going to deepen up the crease now slightly with this purpley shade here called Total Mood. I'm not going to take a crap ton of it, literally just the tiniest amount to deepen up the crease even more. I'm just bringing it down slightly lower as well. Then I'm going to take a blending brush and take a little bit more of the baby pink. I'm going to mix it with Chick It Out, which is this one here, and just work with blending the purpley shade out a little bit more. I'm going to take a deeper shade now. I'm not going to go as deep as down here, but I'm going to take this cool tone brown, which is called OU. OU, how would you pronounce that? OU. And I'm going to put this either side. I'm going to put it in my outer corner and in my inner corner. Okay, because I want this look to be really like soft and pretty, I don't want to do like a harsh cut crease in the middle of my lid. So I'm just going to put a shimmer in the middle of my lid and like blow it out. And I think I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Hello There. Oh my god, well hello there, like that's my saying, isn't it? So that is amazing. I did not even see that name before I did the shade. And I'm just going to take it on one of these like little brushes. It's just a Morphe M152, and I'm going to put this directly in the middle of my lid. I've got a lot of fallout from that shimmer shade and I'm trying to swoop it away like I normally do, but it's just stuck to my under eyes. So we're going to have glittery under eyes today. Like, who doesn't love that? Okay, so they actually apply fine without wetting the brush. However, I am going to try wetting it just to see if we can get any more like pigment out of it, I guess. See if it's any more like shimmery. Okay, yeah, they are nice without wetting them, but if you want the like shimmer to like pop a little bit more, I would suggest like wetting them a little bit, just because then they are a little bit more shimmery and beautiful. And now I'm just going to take that OU shade again, this cool tone brown we used either side, and I'm just going to use a little bit of that to blend out the edges slightly. And now we need a shade for the lower lash line, so I think I'm going to go in with the purpley shade we used, which is called Total Mood. And then the last step is the inner corner and brow bone, and I'm obviously going to take this beautiful icy shade here, which is called Cheers to You. When I say I love a blinding inner corner and brow bone highlight, this is what I mean. Like, how beautiful does that inner corner and brow bone highlight look? It is unreal. So this is the completed eye look. I'm going to now hop off camera, do my lashes and mascara, you know the drill, and then I'll be right back with my final thoughts on the Morphe 35C. Right guys, so I'm back and this is my completed look. Just to let you know, my lashes are by Lit Lash and they're in the style Baby Doll. Just to let you know, they do have 50% on their website at the time that I'm filming this, and you can also use my code ALIX10 for a further 10% off. I'm not sure if that offer will still be valid by the time that this is up. If not, you can just use my code for 10% off. I do get sent these in PR, but it's not an affiliate link or anything, it's just to help you get some money off. My mascara, of course, is I Heart Revolution Chocolate Dipped. I just cannot stop using this mascara. It is amazing, especially for the price. It's £5. And my lips are the Morphe Cream Lipstick in the shade Forevs, and it really reminds me of the Soph lipstick in Syrup. I think these are £10, I think. Can't really remember, but it is a beautiful formula. It literally exactly reminds me of the Soph lipsticks. So yeah, I really hope you like this look I created today. I know it's very different to the look that I did yesterday. It's more on the cool toned and soft side, but I really enjoyed doing this look today. In terms of the Morphe 35C, I really enjoyed using this and I had a really good experience with it today. The shades are really pigmented, really easy to blend with each other, and the swatches were so lovely. They just felt so soft and creamy, and I really like the shades in this palette. I just love the fact that this is different. I feel like with Morphe, it's always like a bright and colourful palette, but this one and their other one that they've just come out with are definitely more unique and a bit more cool toned. I feel like cool toned is not really that popular anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just feel like everyone loves a bright, colourful rainbow palette nowadays, whereas things like this are like pushed aside, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I just really like the fact that Morphe come out with a more cool toned neutral palette, and I really like the shades in this palette. I can't wait to do a more like dark, like grungier look with it. I want to play with the purples a bit more, the shimmer and that glitter. I need to use that at some point because that is absolutely stunning. This palette is obviously £24, so it's a little bit more on the like upper end of affordable. And do I think you need this palette in your life? It's the same with all palettes really. It just depends what you like need in your collection and what you feel like missing. I don't think that I have a palette like this. Do you know what, actually, people were comparing this to the Revolution Emily Edits palette, and I'm going to grab that because I want to see what they look like side by side. So this is the Revolution Emily Edits, and this actually retails for £15, and one of the shades is actually already in my palette, but this is what the Emily Edits palette looks like. Do you think that this is similar to the Morphe one? I kind of get why people would think that this is similar, but I do feel like this is more on the warm tone side, especially like these shades here, whereas the Morphe one is completely like cool toned. There is similar shades in terms of like the greens and some of the shimmers, like this purple one, the cooler ones at the top, but I don't think this is similar to the Morphe one. So if you was wondering that, I think just by looking at them that they are definitely different. I really enjoyed using this 35C palette today, so I'm going to recommend it to you guys. Based on first impressions and my first use of it, it's just something a bit different for me and my collection, so that's why I really enjoy it. I'm definitely going to reach for that a little bit more when I want a cool tone look. I can go to this palette. So that rounds up my opinions on the new Morphe 35C palette. If you'd like me to try the other new Morphe palette, definitely let me know. It's not really a palette that I want to buy, but I mean, if you guys want to see a review, I will do that for you. So if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Let me know down below what you think of this look and what you think of this palette. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe down below and I will see you in my next video. Bye!